Hello, this is a quick demo of another variation of the virtual machine console card here in Cockpit. And this now is about adding VNC and editing the VNC server settings. And yeah, let's get going. So we have a virtual machine here that is not running. It has a serial console, but it does not have a graphical VNC console. This is reflected here in the text. We should start it if we want to have the serial console, but graphical support is not enabled. And there's a nice button here, and we can add a VNC server to this virtual machine. And if you don't put a port here, then it will just pick one when it starts, and that's fine. We can also use a password here, but Cockpit itself does not need one. So we are fine with the defaults. Just click Add. Then this text that it's not supported goes away, and you can still edit the server settings. That's basically the same dialog. So if you now decide you do want to have a port 500 or 5000 even, then you can do that. This is also an example of input validation. So 5000 is not a allowed port. So tell you here, let's use this. Now we want to be different. We use this port. But it's not reflected here in the card. You can, at any time, you can click here and check your settings if you're really interested in that. They're not normally very important to see. And of course, we won't show the password. So now we can start it. And oops, I guess I used a port that is not available. So that's a good test here. Yeah. Failed to reserve port 5901, and we know that's the VNC port, but if we don't know, now would start some digging. So it would maybe be nice to mention the port here so that you can make immediate connection to that. But it's not in this design yet. So let's use the automatic assignment. Okay, and we run it now. This never goes away by itself. And this is the VNC console now. Serial console is also here. And yeah, now we have a working graphical console that we didn't have before. That's nice. And let's try to see how it looks when the machine is actually running. For that, we first have to shut it down again, because you cannot make any changes to VNC while it is running. And now we're back at the beginning, but this time we just start the machine without VNC. And this is the serial console is running. It's selected by default, of course, because there is no VNC, but the tab is still here. We can switch to it, and it will just tell us, no, there is no graphical support here, but you can edit. So we edit now. Defaults like always, but now we see here already the kind of warning that we will need to shut down the machine if we want to make these kind of changes. So we do it. The instruction is repeated here that we have to restart it. There's this icon to remind us. There's also here the change is pending. The usual one tells us that we need to shut it down because of VNC. And but before we shut down, we can still edit the settings again if we like. But now, let's shut it down. And the pending changes warning goes away. And now we have the VNC console. We can change the settings still if we like. Now we can run the machine, and we are back on the VNC graphical console. Yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot.